Welcome to West Sound TV presents, and it's high school volleyball tonight. I'm the Dr. Doc Parr, joined by Kitty Campagna on the other microphone, Ms. Marianne Mabbott on the camera for you tonight, and from the KidsAppSun.com, Spencer Anderson streaming this match to you live. Well, this should be a fun match tonight, Kitty. We're at the home of the Eagles, Klahowya Secondary School, and it's Dig for Pink tonight here as Klahowya hosts cross-district rival, the Olympic Trojans.
Everyone dressed in pink, and if you are a real man like Coach K for the Eagles, not only do you have the pink shirt, you have the pink tennis shoelaces and the pink score sheets tonight. So it is breast cancer awareness for the overall county, the specific person who they are also raising some money for tonight, a lady from Port Orchard who's having great difficulties with that disease, and just the whole group of women supporting other women with this disease.
Well, this should be a good matchup tonight between Klahowya and the Eagles. Actually, we've still got a whole lot of teams here in the Olympic League that have got potential playoff possibilities. Kind of early on, actually not early on in the season, but early on in the league season.
Well, these teams, it is a very even league. The absolute cream of the crop is Port Angeles at 5-0. But after that, you have so many teams that are skilled. North Kitsap at 2-1, Squim at 2-1, Kingston 3-2, this Olympic team 2-2, Bremerton 1-3, Klahowya I have at 1-3, and but those have been some really close matches that they've been in. Every single match, Coach K says he's seen improvement. He loves the kids he has, how hard they work. And the improvement is really showing at the JV level, where that team is absolutely undefeated.
Yes, indeed. And a great program going for the Klahowya Eagles, and head coach Dragan Karatchik and head coach Keith Peden for the Olympic High Trojans, and he's been around the game for a while.
Oh, I talked to Coach Peden, and he said this could be a pretty close game. They got the excitement from the Dig Pink evening, and he knows a couple of these players that he's coached at club level, and he just said that you don't take anybody lightly in this league.
Well, we're getting ready to start, and the service will go to Klahowya in the pink tonight, and they'll be serving Olympic, the libero for Olympic, with the first pickup. And the first point going to the Trojans on a nice little drop shot.
That was Mia Pavlak-McAuliffe, one of the captains for this Olympic team. And I like the pink shirts for Klahowya. The numbers are a little tougher to read on this. They are made in the symbol, the little cross symbol on the back inside the number, so they're very cool, but just a little bit tougher to read.
And that serve long, so point and service back to the Eagles. Game number one just underway.
Block goes off of the Eagles.
Block attempt by Corey Holt and Alexia Orchiola. And Mia Pavlak-McAuliffe, one of the co-captains, serving for the Trojans. Nice dig that time. Corey Holt keeping it alive for the Eagles. Off the net, and under the net.
They'd already done some nice network, pulling some things off there, but couldn't quite do it that time.
Trojans with a 3-1 lead. And make that 4-1 off of the libero for Klahowya, Ashlyn Ormeron.
Monica has 21 aces so far this year, and just adding to her total there. Coach K explained that his team's very young. They only have 2 seniors, so he's not giving up on this year, never. But he's excited about the future.
And even the ball is pink.
Oh, really nice
good
get.
Save by Klahowya to keep it alive. Nice tip over. Longest rally so far today.
Talk to each other.
Nice set. And third shot.
Good
That was going to be the Klahowya Eagles scoring, and it's co-captain Corey Holt with the score.
Just some great team play on that. They kept it up there. Didn't always get the exact bump set spike you're looking for, but you just got to keep it alive.
Going back to serve will be Allison Page. She's one of the seniors on this team and did a great job on the Star Spangled Banner a cappella before tonight's match. Oh, nice block by the Eagles, but Olympic keeping it going. Oh, it looked like a pretty good set, Kitty.
And no one went up. Yeah, it wasn't, they didn't know it was coming that way possibly.
Oh, into the net for service for Allison Page. Point and service exchange goes to Olympic.
Coach Peden was explaining how important service exchange is in high school volleyball specifically. You have to make the best of your serve every time. It's in lovely rally scoring.
Good dig. Nice set. And the drop shot doesn't work. Olympic handles it well. There's a little bit of a smash, but it's going to go long and point to the Trojans.
Now, if you can't tell who the setter is on Klahowya, look for the bright pink armbands, little sweatbands.
Nice jump serve.
Well, I guess she's not alone after I pointed that out. But she also has the bright pink fingernails, and she might not be alone on that either.
Jenna Tippett serving for the Trojans.
Jenna leads Olympic with 28 aces this year. Good tip.
It was controlled nicely, though, by Klahowya, sending it back deep. Oh, that's going to be long. Point Eagles.
Even the Lions people wearing either pink shirts or pink sweatshirts, they've gone all out.
And Corey Holt will be at service. That one's long.
But it's the jump serve you and I both love to watch.
Got to appreciate that.
Yes, the effort that goes into that.
Ooh, that was a nice one. Good save by Klahowya to keep it alive. Yeah, that one goes long.
Hannah Laura Geyer had her Wheaties this morning, quite obviously.
Paige Eberhard back at service.
Nice low serve.
And that one's out.
Olympic doing a nice job of the bump set spike, but the spike going just a little bit deep lately.
Eberhard still at service for the Eagles. Ooh, that was a nice shot from the Trojans.
That's senior Monica Finney. We've called her names the last 3 years. She's been a starter forever, so a lot of experience on this Olympic team.
And Gracelyn Bajamula up for service. Ooh, looked like Michaela Carlson had it.
She had the right idea.
Just not quite high enough.
Now you will notice that the libero is still wearing a different color than the rest of the team. She's got the black on with the pink shorts.
That would be Ashlyn Omarad, a junior. Nice set.
Oh. Under the net.
Net violation on Olympic.
And our two officials today, our up official is Katie Savage, and this is Joe Tubbs down here on the floor.
You know, Olympic has had some really good sets that their hitters have not gotten to.
They have. It's as if they're running separate plays between the setter and the hitter.
Picked up by Pajamulu for the Trojans. Oh!
It's going to be a carry, I think.
Net violation.
Oh.
And against Klahowya, that will go over to the Trojans, who lead here in game number 1, 10-8 over the Klahowya Eagles.
This gives Alexia Johnson a chance to come in and serve for Olympic. Doc, I so cleverly gave us pink or green and white papers, and then now I'm all confused with them in pink. So had I been thinking?
It's pink and gray.
That's right.
Ooh, nice shot that time by Sierra Isley. Putting it down for the Eagles.
Found a father in the corner over there. Sophomore Sarah Cooper with the serve.
That went out on the sideline.
And this game remains very close, 11-9 in favor of the guests. Lady Trojans.
And Gina Hernandez up to the service line for Olympic. Good pickup in the back line. That one wasn't quite far enough forward, but Klahowya gets it across. There's a nice set. There you go with the block, but it was out of bounds. That was a nice set, and the hitter got to it at that point. It was a good attempt at a block, but out of bounds, point to the Trojans. And timeout for Coach K's team, the Klahowya Eagles.
So far, it's been kind of what we predicted. Good energy by both sides. Some nice sets. Once in a while, a little bit of miscommunication, but that is the game of volleyball. You have to be talking all the time and know where that's going to be set.
And looking at the lineup here, I only see 2 seniors listed for Klahowya. That would be Jamie Saladier and Ellison Page, 2 of the co-captains for the Eagles.
And there's something like 9 of them for the Trojans.
And for years, the Coach Peden has seemed to be able to field competitive teams. No matter what seniors he loses the year before, he still has such a good type program that they just keep bringing them in.
I have to agree with you, Doc. We're seeing that actually around the county so much more now, that they are building them up at the junior high level and then bringing them in. And you're seeing sophomores and freshmen start at times because they truly are just that good, and they have gotten in that much experience already.
And Klahowya managed to get that one across. And another good set. Another set leads to a point for the Trojans.
Great credit to Mia Pavlak-McAuliffe on that. She ran around to find that set. That is one of the most deceptive ones where you come out from behind it.
Another point, Olympic.
Receive serve, just not where you wanted it on that one, obviously.
And Olympic now up 14-9 with service.
Good work in the back row together on that.
That one's out. A little long. And to me, the hardest part of coaching high school volleyball is the substitutions.
I've still not figured all that out. One of these days I'll sit down and figure out all the rules. I think keeping score is just as hard.
Well, I keep score by looking at the scoreboard.
Is that it?
And
okay.
It's now 14-11. Klahowya making up some points.
It wasn't that part of the keeping score.
Oh, you mean all these K, ace, ABD?
Oh, well, and keep track of who could actually go in. These girls, they have the JV team helping over there.
Yeah, that was kind of a tricky serve by Sarah Isley. Instead of smashing it to that back line, she dropped it right in that open space in the middle.
Sierra's just a sophomore. I remember her last year that she was a good spark for this Klahowya team.
Good set. And a good finish. That was nice team play there by Jenna Tippett with the set, and Amanda Pond with the strike.
Yeah, I've been told that most of the stats they figure out from film afterwards. It's too hard to determine at the time.
Oh, nice block. That time the block worked, but whistle blows, and they're going to say violation against Klahowya. So point goes to Olympic.
Must have been in the net on that particular one.
Ooh, that's out. And the Trojans up by 3, 16-13, but Klahowya will get service.
You know, Doc, these services are kind of like different pitchers and their styles, you know, kind of some take a roundabout run to it, others just throw it up like this and hit it.
Well, pretty good hit.
And that worked for Allison.
Yep, that sure did. As she gets it all the way to the back line, and the libero could not quite handle that. Gracelyn Pajimula. Ooh, that time she got a nice dig. Out of bounds, point Klahowya.
You gotta like the swings on most of these Olympic girls. They certainly know where to start and come through.
Oh, guess it was point to.
It did. It went
Trojans.
off of
It went off of
an eagle. Correct.
I was looking at the flag person.
Flag person was right.
And that one's going to go deep.
Nice idea by Sarah Cooper with a little bit quicker set, but not enough time for Corey Holt to react. So, Doc, I saw some great receptions here at the beginning of this where they were throwing out the little pink balls to the crowd. These football players tried that hard during the football season sometimes. But they're having a lot of fun with the event.
Like the D-Derby when they go around with the stuffed toys and throw them into the stands before the finals.
Well, that and minor league baseball is really good at that.
Yeah. Ooh, nice shot again by the Trojans. They have some very good sets.
They do. You see that Jenna Tibbetts has 242 assists this year. So you don't get that assist if they don't get the kill. And that's going to be deep. We talk about Jenna and then she goes deep. But they maintain a 20-15 lead.
And Corey Holt will be up to the service line.
Coach K giving her the play where he wants that serve to.
Wow, that's a nice set on Klahowya's part. Oh, good attempt that time by Monica Finney.
Still up.
Oh, back set. Oh, a nice back set and a good effort by Annie Lever. But into the net, point to Olympic, 21-15 here in game number 1. Set number 1.
Number 1
decides those things?
That it's now called sets, right. And that it can be pronounced libero or libero, or I don't know how many other pronunciations it's got.
Nice dig that time.
Good talking.
Ooh, had to take it over on that third shot. Out. Point goes to Klahowya. They're hanging in there, Kitty. 21-16.
Going to switch servers here. Paige Eberhard will come out and Nicole Compton in. Paige playing very well out there. She's had several nice digs and in on attempted kills. It's fun to watch the two coaches at the end directing where they want that serve to go.
Oh, that's going to be tough. They got one more shot at it and get it across. Over to Pujamala. Oh.
And this time Carlson is successful.
Yep. It's a good effort by the Eagles to keep it alive. We've got timeout, Klahowya. Score is the Trojans 22 and Klahowya 16. And service will be with Olympic when we come out of the timeout.
Well, Doc, when I got here, Marianne Mabbitt was looking at them playing in JV, and she was just impressed with the ability of these girls these days. And it is really true that the talent level in this area is incredible. And it's also, we have some great coaches as well in the Olympic League and all around Kitsap County. So it's been a lot of fun to watch volleyball lately.
Well, and so much of it has to do with what you mentioned earlier. They're playing all year pretty much. AAU ball throughout the year definitely helps people who are seriously committed, like Sarah Baugh, to
seriously committed, yes.
volleyball, to keep their chops up throughout the year and learn from others and have a great experience. I saw where the WIAA was looking for suggestions for new sports to be added.
Ooh,
and
okay.
My first one, of course, was boys volleyball, but then I thought about it and I go, oh, let's go with co-ed beach volleyball. Now, I like that.
Well, Doc, believe it or not, the NCAA is adding women's beach volleyball.
Yeah, well, it's an Olympic sport.
Exactly. Nice job of just getting it over. Tibbetts, even from there, tries to do a good set and does.
Oh, there's
Here
a
comes
nice
Lever.
set. Bad Lever coming around her setter to get to that one. Olympic handles it well, and that one's going to the ground. 23 now for the Trojans. And Gracelyn Pajamula will be up to serve.
She's listed at 5'2". Not a bad idea to try it over on 2.
Whoa.
Still up.
Yeah.
Lever's just got to put it over.
Good. Yeah, they weren't expecting that one. Barely dropped it across the net, and it was good for the score.
These girls have all kinds of cheers that they are doing for the junior varsity, depending upon whether it's a push or a roof, or they have them all preset.
Ashland Ormerand will be serving for the Eagles.
Pachamula gets it up. Here comes Isley.
Oh, and point Klahowya. And again, so much of it is the position of putting that ball in the right spot where the defense cannot get to it.
Yeah, you either got to have someone talking to you, because you better be watching that ball as it comes. You can't be looking at the other side too much.
Oh, that was a shot by Gina Hernandez.
Yeah, I think that gets a kill. Yeah.
Yeah, we're up to game point now for Olympic, who will have service at 24-18 in game number 1.
Alexia Johnson enters the game for this serve. 5'3" junior defensive specialist. Good crowd here tonight. And they are checking things out at the scorer's table. Like I said, I don't think you or I want that job, Doc.
No,
I think it takes way too much thinking.
Yeah, no, thank you.
We've expended our thinkers already.
24-18 in the first set of the best 3 out of 5 match tonight.
Here we are on October 11th. Just another unique fall day here in Kitsap County. I saw rainbows. I saw beautiful sunshine today. It was really pretty colors, and then I swear I saw hail.
I wouldn't doubt it. It was raining, big rainstorms coming through here now and again.
Yeah, we did get some puddles as well. And it looks like they got it all straightened out. They've had their huddles.
And Johnson at service for the Trojans.
And that one's good.
That's in. Keeping the Eagles alive, Sierra Isley.
Sarah Cooper goes back with the serve. These are so nerve-wracking because...
Still game point.
Yep, exactly.
Even though it's on Klahowya's serve, it's still game point for Olympic.
Just a nice floater.
Oh, there it is. First game to the Trojans. Gina Hernandez powers the shot through the block. Well, a good effort, 25-19 for the Trojans on number 1. And we will have the second game for you coming up shortly.
Coach, Peter.
I hope I told her to keep
Who is our next
camera.
scorekeeper? I scored.
Oh. Judges change? Pardon? Welcome back to the second set here at Klahowya High School and tonight's high school volleyball presentation from West Sound TV, streamed live by the kidsepsun.com/volleyball. We've got Spencer Anderson, our streaming director, on the computer, Marianne Mabbitt on the camera, Kitty Campagna on the other microphone, and I'm the doctor, Doc Parr. And as we get ready to start number 2, the Olympic Trojans up 1-0 over the Klahowya Eagles.
That was a pretty close match, that first one, though. 25-19 was the final score. Klahowya wasn't real close there at the end, but you can tell that if they get a string going here, this could be very, very close.
And the Trojans start out with the serve. Yeah. And they're going to say net violation against Klahowya.
Doc, I was trying to come up with a new word for close there, and it just wasn't coming. So we apologize for my use of it 4 times in a row. We want other people to try this. Let them know that it isn't as easy as it seems. And I don't mind if they get mad at me at home, because I yell at announcers all the time when I watch TV.
Ooh, and shot out. Another point to Olympic here, 2-0 as we begin the second set. Gina Hernandez at service.
Gina had a pretty good role in that first game. She got an awfully tough serve.
Ooh, that was a good shot, and whistle blew. And they're going to call the net violation or under the net on Olympic.
I was just going to give Pajamula really good credit for the nice dig on that. Sierra Isley with the serve. Yanko with the set now.
Ooh, good series there by Olympic. And that time they take it over on number 2. Oh, good shot by the Klahowya Eagles. I believe that was Orkiola.
Coach Payton is trying a different setter this game. He has number 12, Dana Yanko, in the game. She's a senior. Typically junior Jenna Tibbetts.
Keeping it alive for the Trojans. There's a nice set. Good dig by the Eagles. Oh, yeah, point to Klahowya. Now that set for me was just a little too far off the net. I would like to see it maybe a couple feet closer.
Okay.
But still, she did a great job of getting up to it and putting it down.
Sierra continues with the service, up 3-2.
Ooh, nice block out of bounds, and the point will go to Olympic.
Kind of fun to see a different setter and see some different styles out there. Also in the game, this second game, we have Ashley Payne, and we remember her name from basketball many times last year.
And Laura Geyer now serving. Oh, good try that time by Sarah Cooper. Went cross court to try to keep it alive.
Original dig by Jamie Saladea.
That's a little long.
Easy one for them to guess on that one.
Tied up here, 4-4.
And that was Jamie Saladier. I've heard 7 different pronunciations so far, so.
I'm going to use Saladier because
I think you
that's
are correct.
what AD Todd Winters
That's what Todd had, and I'm going with his too.
Hey, he's from the University of Portland.
Well then, that is enough. Good people go there. Nice serve. Deep and forcing the turnover basically on that one. Page with a very straightforward service. Yanko with the set.
Oh, and that one just off of her hand. Couldn't get to it.
I think your outside hitter may say that's a little too far outside.
And the Eagles with a 6-4 lead and still with service. That one's out.
A little deep.
And going back for the Trojans will be Gina Tippett.
Coming in is Amanda Pond and Dana Yanko coming out. Runs into her coach in the middle of high fives. That's why these coaches are so good. They are so busy talking to the people on the bench and just managing the game all the way.
Good serve by Tippett. And nice play.
Here comes Ashley Payne. Nope.
Ooh, good play that time coming from out of bounds. Monica Finney to spike it down to the floor.
That's what you like about the setter. I thought for sure she was setting Payne, and no, it went out to Finney.
Well, Ashley Payne's a good decoy there.
Oh, yeah.
At 5'10". Off the
Still
block.
alive.
Oh, and the libero went down to the floor, followed by Gina Hernandez trying to save that for the Trojans.
I've fallen and I can't get up. It was one of those.
Yeah, Eagles up 7-6.
Captain Corey Holt with the serve.
Tippett with the back set. Nice shot by Finney. Oh, good play. That's had the libero keeping it alive for the Trojans. Pujamala.
And half the job out there is, once you've hit it, is getting out of the way of the next person, making sure they have an opening to it.
That's for sure. 7-7 all tied up here in number 2.
Junior Gina Hernandez had a good match so far, and even better now.
That was a nice serve.
Oh, that's Monica Finney.
Monica
I'm
Finney
sorry.
on the service, the co-captain. Oh man, that's a wicked serve. Nice job by Klahowya to keep it alive. That's going to be, won't be 4 hits as it hit the floor. They knew it and just let it go. That was good job by the Eagles, though, picking up that. That was a wicked serve.
That was Isley who did that dig. Sierra has 114 of them. You can see why. Nicole Compton waiting for the whistle. Tied up at 8-8. Here we go.
Oh, into the net.
That's called icing your server. Well, I don't think it was really planned that way, but it happened.
And the Trojans take a 1-point lead, 9-8. And their libero will be back to serve, Gracelyn Pajamula.
And Serafina Ma'ai just into the game, number 15, a sophomore. Only sophomore listed on the roster for Olympic.
Oh, good eye by the Eagles.
Would that be an eagle eye, Doc?
Sure
I know.
would in that case.
It's the puns. Once again, the people are yelling at the live stream, but that's okay.
9-9. And it'll be going up to serve for the Eagles, Jamie Saladier.
And London Bockenstadt into the game as well for Klahowya. I like that the coaches are doing a good job of moving people in and out. Really nice gig. Oh, but the double hit.
And you know, Olympic has been using that outside hitter quite often tonight, and she is a good 3 or 4 feet outside the boundary
is really
line.
the word, isn't it? Definitely.
So she's getting quite a run to get up there and get that shot.
And the angle.
And that takes good timing between the 2 teammates to make that one work.
Yeah, they haven't used that middle shot too often, so we'll
hardly at all.
See if they mix that up at all.
Back for the Trojans at service will be Dana Yanko.
I am not sure what they're looking at this point.
Off the net. Nice job by the Eagles. Oh, good block at the net. Still alive. They got to get it over, and they do. Pajamula. And that one's going to be long. That was a good set by Yanko. got a little hot on the smash.
She's got a lot of speed on that set. She gets quite a distance to the outside.
Oh. Well.
I really didn't think that went over, to be truthful, but you know, that's not my call.
Still alive. One more. And the Eagles put it across. Up front now. Oh, Yanko mixing things up. The change up, as they say in baseball. Sending it over on the second hit.
That one was much better than the first time she did it. This time she had her back to the net, and it was not as obvious that it was going to happen.
And
that's going to be long.
That's just barely long. That was close by Hernandez. And going back to serve for the Eagles will be Amanda Pond.
I think that's Sierra Isley. They must have switched.
Oh, you're correct. I had the wrong side.
I do that all the time.
It is Sierra Isley, sophomore. 114 digs this season for the sophomore, so going into today's game.
And 67 kills.
By Jamula Yanko. And there's that outside hitter once again. Oh, did not go. That was close. It's got to go inside those two up red and white uprights above
the little barber,
net.
teeny tiny barber poles.
Yep. 12-10 lead for the Trojans. And that one's long for Serafina Ma'i.
Still up 12-11 for Olympic.
This has been a tight one so far all the way through. Neither team having much more than a 2 or 3 point lead.
No one going on any major run either.
Yep. Oh, good block.
But it goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds, yep. And it will be Graceland hell no, it won't be Pajamula at service. It will probably be Tippett's, I believe. That's who they're standing in still motion for. We didn't put the camera in still.
Nope. Dana Yanko looking to come out, so Tippett's will come in and serve and be the setter. They used to have paddles for this, didn't they, Doc? I mean, I don't know entirely how all of it goes, but it is a complicated scoring system.
Oh, it's a double switch.
I know, the old double switch, Doc. Who's batting when? I'm doing playoff talk. Those have been good, though, I'll tell you that.
Well, they've been fun.
You guessed it, Doc. You win. Jenna Tippett will be serving. She'll now be batting in the 9th position.
Good pickup by Pajamula. Nice set.
Here comes Finney.
Yeah, man, Finney definitely a designated hitter for the Trojans. Oh, good work at the net, and I gotta say carry against Olympic. Or no, point to Olympic.
Annie Lever was just ready for it, but didn't quite get it hit correctly.
Tippett has a good serve. Oh, good block at the net. Ashley Payne in on that one.
That's just painful for Paige Everhard. Just couldn't quite get that over the net.
Yeah, and that was a nice set there. Ashley Payne at 5'10".
And they've got a triple block ready to go up there. They're doing a nice job on that.
And that one deserved a hit. Didn't need to block on that one. Oh, Pajamula keeping it alive. Nice job. And there it is. Finish shot a little long, though. Man, she's got power. She's just been throwing it a little long. Some of the time right where it needs to be.
Oh, but you love that power.
That's why they call it a smash. That one's long.
Corey Holt with a long serve.
16-12 for the Trojans now in game 2. And it will be Finney at serve. Ooh, that one's in. That time maybe a little discussion needed there by the Klahowya Eagles, and that's exactly what Coach K thinks as he calls a timeout to talk about the players possibly talking to each other.
Well, at 17-12 now, this is that run that we hadn't seen earlier.
That's correct.
Olympic is in the lead, has a 5-point lead, and good call for a timeout at this point to see if he can get these girls back on track, and talking is so important in volleyball.
Well, definitely, as fast as everything moves out there, you need to know who's going to cover what shot. And if you get that first shot, then it's pretty much can be worked in the play format that they have set up, how they want it to go. But it's that first one heading towards the floor that somebody's got to dive for.
Oh, service receive is so important, and making sure that you don't do an overpass or that you get it somewhere in the vicinity of your setter, and then the setter can go through on your play.
17-12 lead for the Trojans, and Finney at service.
Doc, let's give a big thanks to Todd Winters as well, setting us up with our table tonight and making sure that we are taken care of, sharing the phonetics, spellings, and pronunciations and whatever you can with us. Plus, both coaches were great getting me back some stats and names and all those kind of things, which just add a little bit more to every broadcast.
Ooh, good pickup there.
Payne.
Oh, Payne with the hit this time. Oh, nice shot. Point to the Eagles. Now finally broke that service of Finney.
That's true. The timeout paid off this time. And now it's almost unusual to see a basketball player playing volleyball these days. Ashley Payne, I did not play last year from what I remember. I don't know what her experience is, but when you're 5'10", you know that the coach is recruiting.
Out. And of course you never see it at the collegiate level anymore,
no.
Where you used to actually, but you don't anymore because they want them to be dedicated to their one sport and working on it 365 days a year.
And I really think volleyball complements basketball so nicely.
Oh yeah, it was always my favorite.
Definitely.
Basketball and volleyball.
Well, you know, you have the athleticism, the jumping, those kind of things.
Of course, eye-hand coordination.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's going to go off the net. Point Olympic. Olympic now with a 19-13 lead here in the second set.
Coach Peden wearing not the pink shirt, but he does have pretty much a pink tie on for this evening, which is nice. Pajamula with the serve.
Out of bounds. High has been a little strong on some of their shots here in this second game.
You like the swings, though, and you like the progression where Klahowya is definitely, as a school, these girls are learning how to play volleyball. That was mean.
Yeah, that was just one of those that you can't resist as the offensive player.
I think it was Ma'ai who put it down.
Yep, Serafina. And up to serve is Pajamula.
And suddenly it's 21-13.
And there goes the switch.
Maddie Wood into the match for Klahowya. She's just a sophomore. So they aim at her.
Yeah.
It's that famed rule, the new player gets the first ball hit at them.
Yep. Timeout, Klahowya, as the Trojans have broken out into a 9-point lead now, 22-13 over the Eagles.
They've done it just quietly, too. It's not like we're seeing major smashes. We are just seeing nice, consistent play by Olympic. They are getting the serve in, which is what Coach Peden said was absolutely necessary to play well, and that he said he has some swingers, good swingers on his team, and we've seen them, that's for sure. But that isn't their main focus. It is just making sure that every bit of, you got the basics down, the fundamentals.
Well, we're with Sound Community Television. We're a nonprofit organization whose mission is to produce, promote, and help to develop local community television here in Kitsap County and on the peninsula. And we're happy to be working with the Kitsap Sun this year to stream some of these high school events to the community live on the internet at kitsapsun.com. Not only do we do the volleyball, the Sun also has a game of the week every Friday night, a high school football contest. Friday Night Lights live on the Sun website. Oh, my gets it across with some definition. Oh!
That's getting the bounce off of the tape, definitely.
Yep. That's like those shots in tennis where the guy is back at the baseline and it hits the net and dribbles over.
You take it, though.
That's correct.
It is a point.
Oh, that was long, but off of the Klahowya player.
Those are tough. It's coming at your face. You are going to protect yourself eventually. We mentioned how some of the players last week were able to dodge that ball. That is actually a skill to know when and how to get out of the way.
23-14 for the Trojans. Oh, good shot up there at the line by number 9, Sierra Isley.
That's twice that they've used the tape to their advantage.
Cooper back at service. Pajamula. Yenko. And a hit for the point to Gina Hernandez. Once again, we're up to game point.
You're just waiting for the scoreboard to catch up to you.
Yeah. Oh, Sarah Cooper with a nice pickup, but at the net, the Trojans take the second set in tonight's match, 25-16. Not too far off from the score on number 1. And so now, Olympic with a 2-0 lead, best 3 out of 5. We'll have that third game coming up for you in a moment. We gotta go up and see how much tape.
Sounds good. Build stairs here yet. I'm going to paint them. I hate this thing. Dumbest design.
Poor bleachers and poor steps. Here we go, the third set in tonight's high school volleyball match at Klahowya High School as the Eagles host the Olympic High Trojans. I'm the Dr. Doc Parr, joined by Kitty Campagna and Marianne Mabbott on the camera for West Sound TV, and Spencer Anderson streaming this game live on the KidsAppSun.com website. And at the beginning here of the third one, the Trojans with a 2-0 lead over the Eagles.
They have played just nice and consistent, hanging in there with whatever the game plan Coach Peden has had. He was worried about the energy in the building from the Dig Pink event, and his girls have just kind of sat on that energy and taken the lead.
And you know, in our last contest, our last volleyball contest, I remember more than once us commenting on how solid North Kitsap looked. That's
yes.
A team, consistent and solid, and we're seeing that from Coach Peden's Trojans.
Oh, we know that's always a good game, the North and Olympic. And Olympic lost a couple. One was to North and one was to Port Angeles, but Coach Peden says that both of those were very close and that they played extremely well. And so, you know, it's one of these things where you're looking at a postseason and you're hoping that's when everything gels.
And we'll into the net for the server, Mia Pavlik-McAfee.
And Sarah Isley back to serve.
Oh,
she does that short one.
Short serve causes confusion and gets the score for the Eagles.
Again.
2 in a row.
So for those of you who think you have to kill everything, you don't. Those are just placement entirely.
Sierra Isley, 3-1 lead for the Eagles.
See how the Trojans adjust. And if she'll take it longer. Nope.
Yeah, that one's a little too short as it hits the net and drops down on the Klahowya side. Serafina Ma'ai back to serve for the Trojans.
She have the jump serve.
Oh, a little bit long, about a foot long. I think most of the Trojans use the jump serve.
Several of them do, definitely. And Ma'ai both times has been long. I think she just needs a bigger gym to begin with. Annie Lever back in the match for Klahowya. And Allison Page, the senior, with the service.
Oh, that was a nice set by Jenna Tippett.
Nice job by the hitter to hit the floor, get back up, and hit it again. Lauren Young into the game, a senior, number 14 for Olympic.
Whistle blows and net violation. Point goes to the Eagles, up 5-3 now. Winters back to serve.
Sydney's credited with 9 aces so far this year.
Oh, they were waiting for that block, but didn't need to. There's the spike.
Good dig
Nicely
by
handled,
Isley.
though,
Still Isley.
Yep, nicely handled by Klahowya, but the point in that rally will end up going to the Trojans.
Boy, if you are at the net, you better be awake at all times.
Finney back at serve. Ooh, good serve right along the line, down low, and Allison Page could not handle it.
Allison, one of the few seniors on this Klahowya team. Really, there's a reason she's the captain. I've watched her during the huddles, and she has been talking all the time, leading her team in cheers, making sure that they are up for these games.
Oh, Payne with a nice save by the Trojans. Oh, good shot that time.
That's what you like out of your sophomore, definitely. Maddie Wood putting it down. Payne showed all 5'10" and her reach on that prior one.
And I don't think anybody in the back line would have got to that.
No.
For the Trojans.
No, not at all. Those always feel good.
There's a drop shot. Nice pickup. They got one more shot and can't get it across the net. Tied up at 6 apiece.
Pretty much every time these teams get all 3 hits out of it. I mean, they may not quite get it over, but there's such effort.
And that one is off Klahowya, out of bounds.
There's that one where you didn't get all 3 hits. Good to get the other example, just so we know. Graceland.
Mula. Nice shot. Oh, good choice that time by Sarah Cooper.
Yeah, Sarah didn't have a lot of options out there on that particular one, so really smart to put it over on the second one. Sarah's a sophomore.
And again, that double switch.
Saladier with the serve.
Oh, yeah, and she had to go for it. I think it would have dropped in.
That is a tough call on that back row, but
yeah.
I'm with you. She was there. I think she made the right decision.
Trojans with a 1-point lead here in the third set. 8-7. Oh, man.
You know, Finney may have been long on that. She is fun to watch, though. Watch the height she gets on these kills.
And she's doing it from 8 feet, 10 feet behind the
exactly.
net half the time. Oh, there again, you need communication.
Yep, and they're discussing it. That puts the Eagles in the lead at 9-8. This is a must-win for the Eagles. Nope, that's going to go into the net.
Cooper's serve a little short, ties it up at 9-9. Oh, again, a little strong there for Monica.
Toward the Eagles are screaming duck.
And for the most part, they've been pretty good serves, or sets. Like I said, I would like myself to see them a little bit closer to the net, and I know that would help Monica.
Well, and it does depend upon who your hitter is. That's one of those things that the setter has to learn, is where her people like their sets. Nice job.
Oh, keeping it alive. Klahowya has a chance here to set it up. Yeah,
So
you don't
Alexa,
always need a hardcore smash.
that's true. Alexa Orchiola gets that kill. Typically doing a lot of blocking up there at the net. Nice to see the set.
Sierra
Coach is
Isley.
having conversations with them from the side.
Tippett tips it over on the second hit. 1, 2, there it is. Nice job by Klahowya, keeping it alive. Oh, off the floor, and that's going to be Klahowya point.
Maddie Wood coming in doing some nice job as an outside hitter. Klahowya has a 12-9 lead. Isley
Still
uses
alive.
the net.
13-9 now for the Eagles.
Last time she used some short serves. And now it's more of a spin on these.
Oh boy, that was a tough one.
And we have our first Olympic timeout tonight.
Well, Olympic hasn't seen this kind of a deficit so far. They're down by 5, 14-9.
Yeah, the most they've been behind earlier, maybe a couple points tonight. So 14-9 is a good number for the Klahowya fans. And of course, they know they need to win this one to continue this match. So good idea by Coach Payton just to see where his girls are at. And he's been rotating people. Both sides have. It's nice to see the variety that's out there.
I think almost everybody on the bench gets in.
It looks like it.
It's not exactly Little League rules where every player has to have his chance there, but it sure seems like almost all the teams that they do so much rotation, everybody gets in for at least a few series.
And they do have their mainstays, of course, but the part of what they do with this is they reward the people for having been there at practice all the time. And they're essential, some game time for all of them, for them to be a good practice player as well. So you got to get them all out there and let them feel the excitement of being out there when it counts.
Sierra Isley.
Handled that serve.
There's a nice set. Good block at the net, but Klahowya couldn't get there to help Alexia Orchiola. She was staring Monica Finney right in the face on that one by herself.
Yes. Ashley Payne comes out and Michaela Carlson back in.
Ooh, and short on the serve for Ma'ai.
I toned it down on that one and didn't do so much of a jump. Still a good throw, trying to get it across and counting. So at 15-10, Allison Page comes in.
Ooh, that one you could see was long from the get-go.
If you're on the other team, you love that when you do know it.
Oh boy, that tape has been kind to both sides
It has.
tonight.
Klahowya's had several good shots off of that. Olympic trying to make a comeback, down 15-12. Isley from the back row.
Wow. That was quite the shot by Sierra Isley. She was definitely in the back row on that one.
Cooper knew where she got that ball. She had to set it to one of her back row people.
And Tippett will send it over to get the point for Olympic. Olympic only down by 3 now, 16-13.
And one of their tougher servers, Monica Finney, up now.
Oh, that's a tough serve, all right.
Just punched over.
There's that outside hitter.
Wood once again coming
they
through.
Get the point. Boy, both teams have been using that outside hitter.
They have, and ever since Maddie Wood's come in, she's made a nice difference in this particular game.
We didn't really see that in those other games with CK Gig Harbor or North Bremerton.
No, not so much. Coaching styles and who your players are. Here we go to Sierra Isley.
Oh, man. Monica Finney.
Doesn't she scare you? I don't
See a baseball pitcher, too, or a tennis player?
She might be.
I mean, I'd like to see her tennis serve and get a speed gun on that.
Oh, they are still changing personnel and serving.
Serafina and the Klahowya shot out of bounds, so Olympic gets closer. 15-17, down by 2 with the serve. Into the net. So they've had that. Both sides have had a few net balls on service.
Eagles lead 18-15. A double switch again.
I think our down referee finally figured Coach K out.
Oh.
Another short serve into the net.
That's tough when you enter specifically to serve, as does Alexia Johnson.
Ooh, that one, this time bouncing back onto Sarah Cooper. Couldn't quite get it across the net. It's now a 1-point lead for the Eagles. Good set. Nice dig. Good set by Tippett. She didn't have the hitter get to it, though. Tajamula, Tippett, there's the hitter.
That's touched by several. Isley comes through, keeps the Eagles in the lead.
Yeah, the Eagles maintain that small lead, 19-17 here in game number 3. And it will be Sarah Cooper. Whoa.
Nice job by Finney to even get a hold of that.
Oh, good save on that far line by the Trojans. That was Johnson.
Oh, they're going to call the carry.
Carry on the Eagles, and give a lot of credit to Alexia Johnson, who kept that alive for the Olympic.
Definitely.
Mia Pavlak McAuliffe.
We'll get there one of those times.
Mia.
Yeah, Mia. She's got 3
There's
names.
a nice set. And a nice shot by Finney. And the Trojans have tied it up 19-19 and maintain serve.
The advantage when you're receiving serve, you have first opportunity for that bump set spike.
There's the
She
bump.
just got to get it over.
And no set spike on that one, and it's going to be Trojan point. 2019.
That's receiving the serve. That first pass, you have to make it so your setter can do something with it.
Oh,
Nice
boy.
placement. It
That
really was.
I didn't think they'd even get it across. The Eagles do. Rally still going. Again, that short shot. Oh, and Finney had to try to survive on that one. I don't think that would have counted.
No, the player on the side.
Co-captain tried to do her best. Timeout for Coach K as the Klahowya Eagles, after leading almost the entire game, Kitty, find themselves down 21-19 now in a must-win for the Eagles, Game 3.
Well, the Olympic girls have suddenly decided to put together some tough work there. They are definitely setting better, and they've had some huge spikes in this, but you know, no matter how much Klahowya stands in there, they've got to have a plan on what they're going to do with the ball.
21-19 lead now for the Olympic Trojans after the Klahowya Eagles had led the vast majority of this third game.
They had about a 5-point lead at one time, 15-10. Olympic, no panic. Coach Peden called the timeout, had a discussion with his girls and said, you know, this is what we're going to do. We can get back in this game, no problem. They have 2 seconds. They're still looking to bring out the girls in pink on our Dig Pink evening. McAuliffe with the serve.
Cooper with the set, and the shot by Isley.
And that sneaks outside.
Point to Olympic, and Mia continues, the senior, with her service, co-captain.
Holt
Najimula gets it for the Trojans. Oh, that one's out. Point to Olympic, 23-20.
Klahowya right back in it with the serve.
Oh, excuse me, it was point Klahowya, 22-20.
Isley had a nice run last time on her serve and
gets
coming right back.
21-22. Eagles down by 1. Isley with the serve.
She varies her serve. She's got that really short one and then one that just kind of dives over and didn't dive over.
Going over. 23 for the Trojans as they take service.
Ma'ai back to serve.
Oh, and that one is in. She had a couple long ones, but that one she put right inside the baseline for game match point for the Trojans on Serafina Ma'ai's serve. Oh, and there it was just out.
Oh, whoa.
The deep ball rewards you, and the deep ball takes it away.
Wow, that was close.
Klahowya down by 2, but with the service, Orkiola. Tippett with the set.
Still alive.
Oh, Klahowya could not handle it, and it's going to be game and match to the Olympic High Trojans. This final game score 25-22, and match score 3-0 for the Olympic High Trojans.
Well, Doc, it was a pretty good match. I mean, they were well matched against each other as far as talent and skill, but you can see the experience difference in the two teams. Just a little bit more consistency on that Olympic team and just some of that experience that they've had. You got a lot more seniors, and you just have a group that have played together for a long time. But I see great things for both these teams coming up.
Well, Coach Karadzic must be licking his chops with an undefeated JV team and a bunch of juniors and sophomores getting a whole lot of real good experience out there.
And what he said, most important are that not just what year they are, it is the work ethic that these girls have. He loves his team.
Well, we're West Sound TV, and we're happy to be bringing this match to the community, high school volleyball. And we'd like to thank Spencer Anderson, working with the KidsAppSun.com to stream it live